Picture this. Alarms are blaring, people are shouting over each other, and someone just spilled coffee on the only working laptop. Chaos? Sure, but you're weirdly calm. While everyone else hits the panic button, you're the person taking a slow breath, scanning the scene like a detective in the final act of a mystery movie. Here's the wild part. Staying chill under pressure isn't about being emotionless. It's about being trained. Your brain, through experience or maybe just sheer grit, has learned that freaking out rarely fixes anything. So instead of spiraling, you zoom out. You gather facts, you think clearly, and you move forward like a strategist under fire. Researchers say that kind of composure is rare. It's not just self-control, it's mental conditioning. You've taught yourself not to flinch when the stakes are high. And guess what? People notice. You're the one they look at when things start to unravel. Because while others are shouting, "What now?" you're already 2 steps ahead, leading the way out. Most people are hooked on approval. They crave the likes, the compliments, the constant reassurance that says, "You're doing fine. You're enough." Without it, they start to wobble, but not you. Rare mental toughness means your value isn't rented from others. It's owned outright by you. Here's the difference. When you make a hard choice, you don't need everyone's nod of agreement. When you walk a path alone, you don't confuse solitude with weakness. You understand something most people don't. Validation can become a trap. The moment you rely on applause to feel worthy, you've handed over control of your emotions. That's why you move differently. You choose purpose over popularity. You stay steady even when nobody's clapping. And in a world obsessed with noise, where everyone's desperate to be seen and heard, you're comfortable moving in silence. That doesn't make you arrogant. It makes you self-reliant. You trust your own compass. You believe in your own direction. And you understand that real confidence doesn't have to shout. It doesn't chase the spotlight. It just moves, quietly, steadily, powerfully. Most people treat discomfort like it's toxic. They dodge it, delay it, or distract themselves until it passes. Hard conversations? They avoid them. Challenging work? They procrastinate. New, unfamiliar territory? They'd rather stay where it feels safe. But you see discomfort differently. You know it's not the enemy, it's the doorway. Growth only waits on the other side of struggle, and you're willing to walk straight through. That's why you take on the tough talks, the heavy lifts, the situations that stretch you. You understand that nothing worth having ever comes from a comfort zone. Here's the key. Discomfort isn't a warning sign to you. It's a green light. When things get awkward, painful, or exhausting, you don't flinch, you don't run. You move forward, knowing each step is sharpening you. And that's what sets you apart. Where most people back off and say, "This is too much," you lean in and say, "This is where I get better." That mindset is rare, and it's exactly why you keep leveling up while others stay stuck. Here's one of the rawest signs of mental toughness. You don't stop just because nobody's watching. You don't need the cheers, the recognition, or the constant pat on the back to keep moving. Most people quit the moment the applause fades. But you're fueled by something deeper. Discipline. Purpose, a vision only you can see. That's why you stay consistent when others fall off. You don't need instant results to justify the work. Whether it's training your body, building a business, learning a skill, or laying bricks toward something bigger, you grind in silence. You understand a truth most people miss. The work you do in the dark eventually speaks for itself in the light. But here's the catch. This mindset is rare. Because it demands patience, it requires delayed gratification, and it asks you to believe in a future version of yourself long before anyone else sees it. You're not chasing hype, you're building legacy, and that makes you unstoppable. For most people, criticism feels like a wrecking ball. One harsh comment and they fold, defensive, discouraged, or drowning in self-doubt. But you've trained yourself to handle it differently. Mental toughness has taught you to separate your emotions from your ego. You don't see criticism as a personal attack, you see it as data. If there's truth in it, you use it to sharpen yourself. If it's empty noise, you toss it aside without letting it stick. Either way, it doesn't break you. You're not fragile because you understand something most people never learn. Feedback, especially the uncomfortable kind, is a tool for growth. And here's the edge. You also know not all criticism is created equal. Some people come from insight, others come from insecurity. You've learned to spot the difference, so you don't waste energy on the wrong voices. That's what sets you apart. You don't let negative opinions define your work. You stay grounded in who you are. You welcome challenges as opportunities to refine, not reasons to retreat. That's strength, and it's rare. Everyone takes hits. Loss, betrayal, failure, disappointment. For most people, pain becomes a weight they carry, something that slows them down. But for you, it's fuel. You don't let pain define you, you let it refine you. Some of your darkest moments have become the strongest engines behind your drive. You've refused the victim seat. Instead, you've turned scars, whether emotional or physical, into proof that you can survive, adapt, and rise stronger. Where others say, "Why me?" you ask, "What's next?" That shift is everything. Pain doesn't erase the struggle, it transforms it. Every setback you've faced has been repurposed into motivation, into hustle, into momentum that keeps you moving forward. And here's the part outsiders never see. They only notice the strength you carry now, not the fire you had to walk through to earn it. But you remember. And that's why your toughness isn't just mental. It's lived, tested, and paid for. Mental toughness isn't about never feeling fear, doubt, or pain. It's about how you respond when those moments come. It shows up in the way you stay calm when chaos hits, how you move forward without needing approval, how you lean into discomfort instead of running from it. It's in your ability to take criticism without crumbling, to keep grinding when no one's clapping, and to turn pain into the very fuel that drives you forward. Most people wait for the right conditions before they act. They want comfort, recognition, or certainty. But you've learned the truth. Strength is forged in the hard places, in the silence, in the struggle no one else sees. And that's why your toughness stands out. It's not loud. It doesn't demand attention. It's steady, quiet, and undeniable. Because in the end, mental toughness isn't about looking strong. It's about being strong, especially when no one's watching.